now turn to Ms. Rajakumar for your testimony.
Chairman Padilla, Ranking Member Cornyn, and members of the subcommittee, thank you for the opportunity to share my story. My name is Athulya Rajakumar. I'm a recent graduate of the University of Texas at Austin. I am also a member of Improve the Dream, a youth-led organization that supports and advocates for over 200,000 young immigrants who grow up in the United States with a documented status but face self-deportation after aging out of the immigration system. I am a documented dreamer. I was born in India, and when I was 4 and my brother was 6, my mother left an abusive marriage in search of a better life for us. After graduating from San Jose State University, she secured a full-time job and was able to acquire a work visa. Eventually, in 2012, she was able to apply for her green card with me and my brother as her dependents. After nearly a decade in the green card backlog, I aged out in January of 2020 when I turned 21. My single mother worked hard to support me and my brother on her own. Things were hard, but still, I remember making happy memories while building our new life, like eating red, white, and blue popsicles on the 4th of July, driving through neighborhoods to look at Christmas lights, and watching my first baseball game at the National Stadium just a few miles from here. These experiences, uniquely American, are not only unforgettable, but a part of who I am today. I learned very young that every aspect of my life would be controlled by my status. I could not participate in my high school's AP French exchange program, even though I was president of the French club, because I could not leave the country and guarantee a return. When I applied to colleges, I was considered an international student, even though I completed 1st to 12th grade in America. I had to answer questions like, what can you contribute to our institution as a resident from your country? I grew up in Seattle. Starbucks was founded there. I didn't know how much more American I could get. I also could not qualify for any federal or university financial aid. Regardless, I worked hard, earned good grades to get direct admission into my dream program at Moody College of Communications Journalism School to pursue my long-term goal of becoming a journalist so I could use my voice to bring awareness to important issues. My brother and I were forced to raise ourselves because my mother was always working, not only to provide for us, but also to retain our visa status. Due to this uncertainty and anxiety, we both faced severe mental health issues, my older brother to a worse extent. He should have been pulled out of school, given proper medication and counseling, and at times I felt he should have been institutionalized. However, as age 4 dependents, we legally needed to be enrolled as full-time students to remain in this country. And though my mother wanted to quit her job and stay home with him, risking her job meant risking our entire life here. After college, he took the LSAT, in which he scored in the 98th percentile and got into some of the best law schools in the country. We thought, if we cannot fight the immigration system, maybe we can work to help change it. His goal was to become an immigration lawyer and speak out for this group of children that America cannot see or refuses to recognize. However, the day before his orientation at the University of Washington, he took his own life. Our entire family was torn apart, and our worlds were turned upside down. I flew home and went from writing a school paper to his obituary in less than 24 hours. And the most cruel part of this tragic situation was that we were not even given the proper time to mourn. Within 1 week, I was back in college, and by the end of the month, my mother had to be back at work. Once again, our visa status controlled our lives, even when one of us was dead. I can only describe this life as simply existing, not living, but surviving. I'm 23 years old. I should be excited about my goals, but I'm scared because I know they'll be taken away from me by something I cannot control. I got a full-time offer from a major news corporation in Houston, a top 10 market, but the same company who saw my potential withdrew their offer the second they heard about my visa status. But worst of all, being considered an alien, an outsider, in the only place you know to call home is a different kind of pain. Without a change, in 8 months, I will be forced to leave not only my home of 20 years, but also my mom, who is my only family left. Over 5,000 documented dreamers face this every year. Erin, a nursing graduate, was forced to self-deport last summer in the midst of a pandemic. Rutha, a data analyst student, was forced to self-deport 2 months ago. Summer will be forced to self-deport in 4 months, even though her family has legally resided here since she was a baby. Members of Improve the Dream hope that one day, everyone who grows up in America can become an American citizen and fully contribute to our country. Members of this subcommittee can make this a reality by passing America's Children Act, a bipartisan bill that would permanently end aging out and ensure that children like me, who are raised and educated with a documented status, receive a clear opportunity to apply for permanent residency. This bill would create a reality that most Americans likely assume already exists. The subcommittee should also address root causes that lead to aging out, including the green card backlog and the flaws in our system that allow for lawful long-term residence without any clear path to citizenship. Though the immigration system has constantly tested my faith, I am thankful my mom brought me here. We are Americans, and all we hope is to be recognized as that, to finally give meaning to the lives that we have lived here so far. I hope you can improve the dream for all of us. Thank you.